Asking if McKeon is a pro. Joe McKeon. McKeon is a pro. He actually got to start playing here at Turning Stone. Played a lot of poker early on in his career here at Turning Stone. And, of course, well known now as the overwhelming chip leader in the November 9.
You guys just missed that hand that we just played. You guys
I saw the 6-3.
I bet 500 out of the flop with Ace King. He copied.
Yeah, Blesnik does not play a lot of no limit hold'em. Plays mostly PLO.
It was a good flop for me.
Kings are cheap. We've had kings a lot last 20 minutes, and now it's Ruddock with them.
And if you remember this history between Siegel and Ruddock, Ruddock's been 3-betting Siegel. It's probably the 4th time today.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah. I mean, this is the spot where
Siegel might finally take a stand, especially because Siegel's been getting bullied around by everybody.
Great
he
point.
might make that stand against Ruddock, especially.
It's a great point. The fact that Siegel was just 3-bet, the fact that Siegel was 3-bet numerous times by Ruddock, there's no way that I'm trying to trap here with kings. And wow, D picks up Ace King. How do you play Ace King now? You got to raise, you got to 3-bet.
What did Abernathy do?
Abernathy called.
Well, you have to 4-bet here because Abernathy's range is capped. She always has strong playable hands, but never premium hands because she would shove
Like something like 9s, 10s.
Exactly. Her range is always
exactly king queen suited. Something
it's
like that.
always top 20% hands, but never the top 5%. So it's too easy to 4-bet here for Sean. I wouldn't necessarily bluff here that often. I might, but with Ace King, you've got to 4-bet here. And
Top 4.
And what's the play?
It's really tough when he shoves, depending on how much he has.
Let's go back to
probably have
Ruddock now.
call.
What's the play for Ruddock?
I mean, Ruddock's got to shove. I mean,
Do you think it would be top 4 if she gave a top
calling, he can't have a bluff in his range, and it doesn't really make sense to call and let Abernathy in the pot.
But if you, I want to play
bluffing,
devil's advocate.
He could easily think that Sean's bluffing here and decide to bluff. So shoving here doesn't necessarily implicate strength.
Okay.
Sean could still be bluffing post-flop, especially with his image and how often Sean's been 3-betting pre-flop today. Sean hasn't showed monster hands when he's 3-bet, so...
A character on Woody Woodpecker.
I think you're the best looking guy at this table, but
I don't think that Sean thinks that Ruddock only has premium hands here, if he shoves.
Yeah, but you hear what Sean said? She likes older men.
Not that old.
That's a joke.
If Ruddock were to 5-bet this,
I know, that's what everyone
going back to what you were just saying, I want you to reiterate it.
Yep.
If Ruddock 5-bets, can he get called by worse?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think Sean's... I don't know how deep he is, so I'm assuming he has 10K. And if he has 10K here, I just don't think that Deeb's ever folding Ace King. I think it's pretty much a snap call. But I think that's because Ruddock could think that Deeb is light here and shove with hands that are still strong enough to 3-bet, but not necessarily kings. He could have jacks that 3-bet pre-flop and then just doesn't believe Deeb with the 4-bet because Deeb knows that Abernathy's range is capped at something like 9s, 10s, or jacks, and he knows that she's going to fold all those hands if he 4-bets. So it makes 4-betting a really lucrative spot. Ruddock's smart enough to know that, which makes his shoving range weaker, and Deeb might call it off with Ace King here, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, Abernathy gets out of the way. We don't know the exact size of Ruddock's 5-bet yet. We'll get that up for you in a second. Once we do, we'll know. But the question is back to Deeb, and Deeb's got to decide, do I want to play for stacks or not with Ace King?
Sean always thinks there's at least 10% chance of somebody's bluffing, but I don't know if he actually thinks that. He always factors that into that. There's no.
And I don't know.
0%. Yeah. Siegel says
Like
0%.
Ivory, 99.44.
We're talking about the top 4.
Yeah, and you pointed at me.
I know.
Where Steve
Is that
is
good or
like
bad?
talking about his hands and everything. He's got to sit there and get tortured.
Personality.
First time in my life.
Doing.
First time in my life, I'm in a top 4.
So the raise to 3,000.
That just...
It's pretty small.
It just kind of screams strength from someone like him. I guess
It does, but can I throw something at you?
Yeah.
could be bluffing.
Can you just call?
Too.
I'm telling you, you guys
getting-
would be a great match.
I mean, you're getting 4.5 to
Yeah,
1.
you could definitely
You're in
just
position
call.
with Ace King.
The question just is like, what are you going to do post-flop? Are you going to call?
Top 4.
like his personality.
You don't really want to let him in the pot with his equity.
Dentally, she doesn't like you.
And Deeb went all in here, I think, right?
She's like a 9.5.
What's he doing?
You
You got to know what I have.
I actually don't think he's slow rolling.
I don't think he is either, but I think this is insane.
So I'm going up.
Blesnik just laughed at him.
I know.
Blesnik and Glenn just straight out laughed at him.
It's like the 6-bet too.
I knew it.
And this is a really trivial call, in my opinion.
Well, I'm saying if you're 5-betting, you're not 5-betting the fold kings,
yeah,
are you?
I mean, that's just crazy.
You could show Sean your hand and get a read from him.
Yeah.
If I'm going to fold kings, I'd rather 5-bet with ace-4 suited.
He's already all
Right.
You can't get an advantage, but he's already all in.
This is like, this is kind of crazy that he's
Unless they
even
can glance, just laugh.
It can only help you.
This is what I tell so many
think it's pretty absurd they're
people
putting
that I work with, that they get in situations like this where they like don't have a plan for how they're going to play the hand,
Now that you say that,
and they
I'm
find
all for
themselves
it.
in
Keep going.
precarious
No, I gotta
spots.
see
Yeah,
that.
let's hear him.
Oh, he's trying to ask me some questions. Let him talk.
Watching me
Hold on,
do it.
Sam.
He's a,
Definitely show him to get a reaction. It can only help you. He's already all in. He can't make any more decisions.
He knows what I have. He knows, yeah.
You have kings?
Here's a picture of me when I was these
I even
guys'
said
age.
to see him.
Here's a picture of me when I was their age.
He was
when I
good looking back then.
27.
I've seen that
You're
picture.
which one? Which one?
Which one? Not the girl. The one that's not.
He's the first ever
The one
transgender
that's
of
not a girl.
Not the girl.
I actually think he's going to talk himself into a fold here.
You want a joke?
This right here.
Yes, that would
crazy.
be the one that's not a woman. The other one is my
You want to
wife.
bet a glass of wine on it?
He has pictures of 27. I might have.
Your wife? You were with when you were 27?
I've been with my wife for 30 years.
I'll bet you a bottle of wine.
I'm not going to look at the TV because I don't want to.
That's like 150 pounds, though. It hides all the
Bottle of wine?
I only got caught
You look
75
like
years.
I'll do a glass. I say
One glass of good red, I say call. He's gonna talk himself. Eventually he will
Guys,
say
when I
call.
was
hold on, hold on.
27 years
He's
old.
playing a big pot. Let's give him
I was a
some.
movie star. You look like Donny Osmond. I was a movie. No.
And
John
Diva will berate him
Travolta.
for it.
I think Deeb started laughing when the guy said he had 2 kings because Deeb's like, really? I mean,
Yeah, he does. A lot.
Let me see if I can find a picture of me when I was
Bad
young.
news for John.
I got a picture of me.
this is something that happens when people play outside their comfort zone. The money, I don't know if the money means a lot to him. I don't know if he's not used to playing this game or whatever, but definitely him aside, this
I don't want to
happens when
influence
people
your
play
actions.
outside
I
their
feel
comfort
bad if I
zone.
made you make the
They
wrong
find it harder to
decision.
make decisions that they otherwise would make. If he was
Well,
playing a 1-2
I know what the
hand,
right decision
he would
is,
call
but-
here, and that's something that you always have to encourage people to do. Is play
Have
how
you
they
found
would play
yourself
on
in
the
situations where you
hoping that
would
you
fold
have
kings pre-flop?
Because
I don't think this is the situation,
Yes.
obviously, but
Yes, I have. They're few and far between, of course, but there are times when they come up.
it's like the biggest pot he's played in his
Okay,
life. You
so
got
it's a stock.
He hasn't played.
Come on,
But you don't re-raise to induce action to fold kings. You know, like you, it's a different
Come on,
overall
Ruddock.
plan.
Daddy needs a glass of wine.
You should let him see the flop person that makes.
Somebody just said that I'm much better commentating when I'm drunk, so let's go. Daddy needs a glass of wine.
Sean does look pretty confident here, to his credit. I mean, he knows that he's up against. He knows
He's such an experienced. He's such an experienced poker player, though. I'm not gonna
really good.
Boom!
You have kings?
Hold on, let's hear this.
What are we sitting here for? What the fuck? Guy that here? Stop. My watch.
I think showing that.
But he knows that he got aces.
The worst thing is that it's terrible what the rest of the table is doing, by the way. From an ethics point of view, poker etiquette, Deeb can't do anything because he can't give away the strength of his hand. But by everybody else basically saying,
by the way, the only person
are you crazy? Are you an idiot? How can you not
Everyone else
call
would have called me.
this?
already.
I know. I know I'm supposed to call,
from
but
everyone.
but what?
Okay, let's play another
It's
one.
a big pot. It's a big pot for me.
Nah, really. I'm going to say something
Shut
that's
up,
very
Mike.
good.
What?
Just everybody stay quiet. Let him make his decision.
Which I tried to say 7 minutes ago when you guys were all talking
No, he's
loudly.
100% correct. I think no one should make another comment. I could
have take your time.
I mean, the comments have already been made, though. Etiquette-wise, it's really poor. Like I said, I mean,
Oh my
Classic.
I saw one of his cards.
Should've been
It
a
was a
flop.
paying card. Yeah.
What am I doing?
Can we see a flop one time in poker night history?
I have a glass of wine here. How did I lose that?
It's a flop one time.
Please.
It's
No
great
flop.
TV.
No.
I hope an ace flops just to make it feel
Look
better.
at that. Look at that. See that?
Makes you feel
He
better.
deserves a little one out after
Yo.
kings, I think.
No,
There's an ace.
No, I'm saying I hope an ace doesn't come. I think he deserves a little
You
bit.
see that?
He's got to
Makes
learn
you feel
from that
better.
one, you know.
That was insane.
If it wasn't the 6th bet, I would have snapped.
I almost didn't do it with ace king, but I thought you'd fold that hand. And I thought you were clicking it back too.
I knew you had to put me on aces or kings.
I didn't think you had aces. I thought you.
You gotta stop cutting your chips, by the
Stop
way.
stealing from me, bro.
They consistently
I think it's a
come
good
over
fold.
here.
Regardless of me having ace.
It's like 4 times. I'm gonna start taking them
Right,
out of
yeah,
my
it's a
stack
good
if they want.
There's some
Wow.
sort of
Yo,
feeling
do you
there that-
understand that no one's folding that hand and you just
know.
would have lost all your money?
If we were playing in a normal game, I
Matt,
would have called.
everybody's quiet, but everybody would have called. He would have just lost all his money.
And it would have been glorious.
Put all your money in this.
It would have been glorious if he lost the hand.
Bro, do you understand that you would have just lost all your money? That's so sick.
Yeah, that's it.
I would have put my kids, my grandmother, everybody in the middle of kings.
You know. Yeah, we saw you do that already a few times.
How'd that work out for you?